Om Sahna Vavatu Sahnau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. ओम नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यंबकाय त्रिपुरांतकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकंठाय मृत्युंजयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्म विद्वरम्। Hari Om, salutations to all. So in the Dvadasha Jyotirlinga Stotram in Shiva Purana, the second shloka. So first one, Saurashtre Somanatham cha Sri Shaile Mallikarjunam Ujjainyam Mahakalam Omkare Parameshwaram. Then Kedaram Himavat Prishte Dakinyam Bhimashankaram Varanasyam cha Vishvesham Trambakam Gautami Tate. So here it is said the sixth Jyotirlinga in this order here is Dakinyam Bhimashankaram. So Bhimashankar is the Jyotirling, and as per Shiva Purana, this Jyotirling Dakinyam refers to the place in Assam, Kamarupa area, that is Dakinyam. We will come to that. General belief by many is that Jyotirling Bhimashankar is in Maharashtra, and that is in between Mumbai and Pune it comes, and one finds that towards the east of Mumbai and north of Pune, the beautiful Jyotirlingas, 2-3 hours drive from here. That Sahyadri mountains, the source of river Bhima, which also becomes later it is called as Chandrabhaga. So the temple which is on the mountain, which is the source of Bhima river, and where this king, so it is said that Bhagwan Shiva killed this Tripurasura and he rested in this place near Bhima river. And that time there was a king called Bhimak who was doing a lot of tapasya there, and Bhagwan manifested to bless him, and then the king has requested Bhagwan to be there. So he is there in the form of Jyotirlinga. So this is one understanding. And this place also has its own significance because it is how it's not just some folklore. It is mentioned in the Shiva Leela Amrit, Guru Charitra, Stotra Ratnakar, etc. that this is the sacred temple and its glories are mentioned in all these books. Then Samarth Ramdas ji, Sridhar Swami, Jnaneshwar Maharaj, they also have described the glory of this Bhimashankar Jyotirling in Maharashtra. And some of the Marathas have done a lot of seva, built some, the ponds. There are two ponds there. There is some well there. So Raghunath Peshwa got a well made, and Nana Fadnavis got two ponds made there. So that is the legend about this temple here in Maharashtra. Now in the Shiva Purana, this story, the place is a different place. So there the word comes is Dakinyam. So this Dakinyam is in Kamarupa in Assam. Uh, Near Guwahati, this place comes on the Brahmarupa mountain. So Kamarupa, Janapad, near Guwahati, and Brahmarup mountain on that. So the shloka is Yam Dakini Shakini Ka Samaje Nishevyamanan Pishicha Pishita Shanaischa Sadaiva Bhimadipad Prasiddham Tam Shankaram Bhakta Hitam Namami. So Dakini, Shakini, they are also in some sacred powers uh, used in black magic also. And here it is also the name of some forests. So in the Dakini Shakini forest in Kamarupa area, the one who is being worshipped by various pretatmas, pishachas, pishachita shanaischa. So, and who is ever engaged in the welfare of all, Sadaiva Bhimadipada Prasiddham. Name of the Lord is Bhimashankar. So Tam Shankaram Bhakta Hitam, who is engaged in the welfare of devotees, I prostrate. So the Puranic references of this place, Shiva Puranic references of this place, and there's a story also associated with that, which Sutji is narrating to Shaunak Rishi and other rishis who have gathered there in Naimisharanya. And so there is the story comes that there was one very powerful demon called Bhima. Now this Bhima is not the brother of in the Pandavas, five Pandavas, but he is connected to those. This Bhima demon is connected to Bhim of Mahabharata also. How? Not Mahabharata, sorry. This is in Ramayana, so not connected to Bhim of Mahabharata. This Bhim is connected to Ramayana. So how is he connected? So this Bhim is born to Karkati and Kumbhakarna. So Kumbhakarna and Karkati in this mountain, Sahya, and that's one of the reasons why this Sahya mountain is so Sahyadri here, so that there is a similarity. So sometimes there could be some confusion about this. It doesn't matter, Bhagwan is being worshipped in as many places is good. Here it is said that this Karkati used to stay alone on that Sahya mountain along with her son. So one day the son asked the mother that you please tell me who is my father, where is he, and why are you staying alone on this forest, in this forest on this mountain? Please tell me the truth as it is. Matar mein kap pita kutra katham vai kakini sthita. Katham va ekakini sthita. That's what it means. Jnatum ichhami tat sarvam yathartham tvam vadadhuna. You tell me the truth as it is. I want to know. Who is my father? Where is he? Why are you alone here? So Karkati explained her background and she says that your father is Kumbhakarna and he was a very powerful brother of Mahabali Ravan. And this Ravan and Kumbhakarna were killed by Bhagwan Ram. And your maternal grandparents, your maternal grandfather's name was Karkata and grandmother was Pushkasi. And my earlier husband was Virad. So this Virat was also killed by Bhagwan Ram, and when Virat was killed by Bhagwan Ram, Karkati came to stay with her parents, who are this Karkata and Pushkasi. So she was staying on that mountain, Sahya mountain, with her parents, and there was no other support she had. So she went and she was staying with the parents. Now, one day, these two, the parents, they are Rakshasas, so they have gone in the search for food, and they wanted to eat the son of Agastya Muni, is Sutikshna. So they wanted to eat, but Sutikshna is a great Mahatma, great Rishi. And so, with his tapobal, Sutikshna burns them. And so they are dead, parents are dead, husband is dead. Now she is living alone on that mountain. There was nobody else in her family left. And so, uh, once it so happened that Kumbhakarna comes there, and they both, as though, fall in love with each other, and then they spend some time together. And then Kumbhakarna impregnates her, and he is gone. So he doesn't take her, and he is not married her, etc. And now she is left alone completely. And in time, he is born. Karkata is born. So she says that you are the only support I have now, and so I am alone here. Now Karkata, when he hears this, he becomes very angry, and he decides that this Vishnu is the cause for all this, because he killed Viraj, my mother's earlier husband, and he killed Ram and Kumbhakarna also. I mean Ravan and Kumbhakarna also. And this Sutikshna also is connected to Bhagwan Ram, and he has killed my maternal grandparents. And so he is very upset, and he says, I want to destroy Bhagwan Vishnu. So he does some tapasya, and he wants to give a lot of trouble to Bhagwan Vishnu. So he goes to Brahmaji, he does tapasya, pleases Brahmaji, and Brahmaji gives him, he asks the boon of being invincible. Nobody should be able to defeat me. In any war, nobody should be able to defeat me. So he says that in all the three worlds, make me invincible. And so Brahmaji blesses him. Now he got the power, he becomes very uh, arrogant, attacks the Devatas, drives them out, starts ruling in the Devaloka, and he fights a battle with Devatas. In that, he not only defeats them, he defeats Bhagavan Vishnu also. And now, after he has won over the Devalok, he comes on to the earth also, and he starts troubling people there. So it is said he comes to this area called Kamarupa. So there may be a mountain called Sahya as a part of this Brahmapuri range. So it is said that he comes to Kamarupa first, and this Kamarupa is, there is a king called Sudakshina, and that king is a great devotee of Bhagavan Shiva, and he attacks that king first. So when he attacks that king, uh, Brahmaji's boon is there, and that king can't win. Finally, the king has lost, and he starts ruling that kingdom. So when he starts ruling that kingdom, he starts being very adharmic. He does not allow people to worship Bhagavan Shiva. He has become very rude and arrogant, and he has his ego that people should only worship me. He starts destroying temples, doesn't allow them to do their religious practices, and there is atrocities on the devotees. The king has been put into the jail. Now, all of them are in trouble. Devatas are in trouble. People on the earth are in trouble. So Devatas, they go um, to Bhagwan Shiva and they seek his guidance. Vishnu Bhagwan already lost. Brahmaji has given the boon. Now who is left? Shivji is left. So Shivji, they ask him that, this is the boon he has got and this is what he is doing. So he says that on the earth, people are in trouble, dharma is getting destroyed, and devotees are being troubled. So Bhagwan says that you be assured, I don't like anyone troubling my devotees, and I will ensure that justice is done. And I will definitely kill this demon Bhima. And so he only suggests that my devotee is there, Sudakshina. He is in this jail, and this message has to be conveyed to him. And what is that message? That he must worship me in the jail. And so you go and convey this message to him that every day he needs to worship me in the jail where he has been captured and kept. And slowly I will work out a way and Bhima will be destroyed. So now Devatas are very happy and they go and explain this plan to Bhima, to Sudakshina. And the Sudakshina creates, so every day he will create some Parthivalinga with some mud, etc. And then he will start worshipping Bhagwan. Now the news reaches this Bhim. Now he is very angry. He is telling everybody not to worship Bhagwan outside in the kingdom, and he is capturing those who are worshipping. He is killing them. He is doing all kinds of atrocities. And in the jail, this king himself is worshipping. So, and every day he is worshipping with the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. He is doing the japa. He has created the Parthivalinga, and he is chanting Bhagwan's name. And again, Parthivalinga, again he, the Vilaya Parthivalinga happens. Every day he creates new one and dissolves it. And he is chanting in his mind. So the news reaches, and Manasik Japa is supposed to be most powerful. So one is the loud Japa, Ucha Japa, then Upamshu, and then Manasik. Three types. Loud, when we chant, people around us can also listen. That will purify our speech also. It will make people aware. Their ears, the mantra will fall on when we chant loudly. So they also get some punya. They also may be inspired to worship Bhagwan. So loud japa has its own impact and power. 100 times more powerful than loud japa is Upamshu. Upamshu is where we chant very softly. So if we say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, that is loud japa. If we say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, this is Upamshu. Only I can hear. I'm not spreading it around. That is 100 times more powerful than loud japa. And 100 times powerful than Upamshu japa is Manasik japa. Only done in the mind. No sound, no lip movement, nothing. Every day we have been doing that. First we start loud, then we come to Upamshu, then we do the Manasik japa. Some people ask, should we do loud japa? Because if Manasik japa is that much powerful, then directly I will do Manasik japa only. There is nothing wrong. One can always do Manasik japa. But the way to purify the speech is Bhagwan's name. That's the only method available. Chant Bhagwan's name, his glories, his stutis, leelas, all that. So in few minutes one can begin with loud chanting, then do it, make it soft, and then go to Manasik. So this king was following that. He is doing Om Namah Shivaya ka japa. Now this Bhima is very angry and he comes there, with his sword and he wants to kill the king. So uh, when he comes, he literally attacks and he wants to destroy that Shivlinga that has been made. The moment he lifts his sword, Bhagwan has manifested there and in his Rudra Rupa with his bow and Trishul and all that. So this Bhim tries to attack Bhagwan with his sword because he has the ego that I am invincible, nobody can defeat me. But the boon was nobody can defeat him. It was not said nobody can kill him. And Bhagwan Shiva is the destroyer. So before he can attack, his sword is gone. Bhagwan uses his pinaki, his bow, and he completely disarms him. His sword is destroyed. And he tries to take a Trishul attack. Bhagwan destroys his Trishul also. And finally, this uh, Bhima is killed by the Lord. Now, when he tried to attack the king, when he was absorbed in remembering Bhagwan, and so Bhagwan manifested. And Bhagwan blessed the king. Of course, he got released from there. Bhima got destroyed, and there is beautiful uh, shloka here. Because Naradji comes there, Devatas, they all come when Bhima has been killed. So they all come and they pray to Bhagwan Shiva. Shamyatam Shamyatam Natha Tvaya Vibhramakāraka Trine Kascha Kutharo Vai Hanyatam Shighrameva Hi Iti Samprarchita Shambhu Sarvan Rakshoganan Prabhu Hunkarenaiva Chastrena Bhasmasat Kritavan Stada. So a little detail more given here. So before Bhagwan kills him, so he is attacking the Lord with the sword and then with the Trishul, etc. And Bhagwan destroys all that. But so Naradji and Devatas, etc., they come and they say that Bhagwan, why are you fighting with him? It is useless. For destroying a blade of grass, a whole sword is not required. And so Bhagwan, when he heard that, he said, yes, why should I fight with him? So with just the Humkara, Bhagwan destroys him and his whole army. And that's how he is killed. He disarms him with his pinaki, his bow, the sword and the trishul, etc. But then the actual death happens by the mantra Humkar. So Hum is a Bija mantra. Humkar is the expression where we say, like Om is the mantra and we say Omkar, like that. Hum is the Bija mantra and Humkar. So with the Humkar he destroys. And so Bhim is literally burnt to ashes. All the devatas are rejoicing. His army has been burnt. And this whole place, uh, they say that this place is considered very inferior and because it's deep somewhere inside in the forest and people are not only scared. So the king is is ruling there, no doubt. But the place where he was put in the jail, that is somewhere up in the mountains, very dangerous. Not many people come. And that whole area, actually, Kamarup area, has a lot of people who are into some form of black magic, etc. And so they tell Bhagwan that this whole area somehow has been considered not very sacred, etc. Please, you be here and bless the devotees. And hence, when Bhagwan was told that, he accepts. Ayam vai kutsito desha अयोध्या लोक दुःखदः भवन्तं च तदा दृष्ट्वा कल्याणं संभविष्यति. When people have your darshan, then their benefit, they will be blessed, they will be benefited. So you please remain here. Bhima Shankara Namatvam Bhavita Sarva Sadhakaha Etal Lingam Sada Pujam Sarva Papad Sarva Pad Vinivarakam. So in the name of Bhima Shankar, Bhim and Shankar, one who killed Bhima and brought auspiciousness, Bhima Shankar. So you please remain here and bless everybody. Let the welfare of everyone happen through this. So when Bhagwan was told this, Tatraiva Sthitavan Pritya Swatantro Bhakta Vatsalaha. Bhagwan, who is very loving to the devotees, who loves the devotees, but who is Swatantra, who is independent, who has no attachments, that Supreme Lord remained there. So now this is as per the Shiva Purana. What is the learning out of this? Some common learnings in many of the stories where the asuras get power and then they misuse the power to trouble people. So one is when there is great power, then with that one should use the power for the well-being, not to boost one's ego, not for self-glorification, but in service of the people, in service of Bhagwan. And Bhagwan is the one who does not like the devotees to be troubled, and Bhagwan is the one who is pleased when the devotees are served. So when we serve Bhagwan, his devotees, then Bhagwan is pleased. And when we trouble the devotees, Bhagwan is upset. That is another one. Third one is no matter how powerful one may be, Bhagwan is the most powerful one. And how much ever one may think that, I got a boon of immortality, the true immortality comes only through knowledge. Through any method of keeping the body alive, one doesn't get immortality. Any boon one can ask, however creative that boon is, physical immortality is not possible, and it is good that that is not possible. Because finally it is the body which is a shackle actually on the true nature of ours. Forget Atmagnan. Even the people who have had near-death experiences, who have been declared dead, but who have come back into the body. For some time they were declared dead, they went out of the body, and then whatever karmic reasons, they are back into the body. So when they are back, what do they say? Many of them don't even have any spiritual background, any religious exposure. Some of them are non-believers also. Commonly, all of them, they say that we felt so free and liberated when we were out of the body, and now we have come back here. It is a shackle. This word NDE is coined by Dr. Raymond Moody. He has written many books, Life After Life and all that. And they interviewed more than 2,000 people who have had near-death experiences. And he made a movie also called Life After Life, a short one. Gurudev used to tell people to see that movie and understand that there is life after this body drops, and what happens, and what uh, is written by Dr. Raymond Moody after meeting people across the world, belonging to different backgrounds, different cultures, believers, non-believers, all of them, across the age and gender, and so many things he has cut across, and he met lots of people. And what they speak about is similar things what we see in our Puranas. How the jiva drops out of the body, how the jiva is there around the body, how the jiva can experience what the members and people around are going through because they are in astral state. Then at some point the jiva goes ahead from this sphere, passes through a tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. They feel the whole life of theirs is going in front of them before they exit this plane. They learn the lessons and then they feel they are in the presence of a great light, all that. Some things, of course, are, it won't be exactly matching our Purana, but descriptions are quite similar in some aspects. So, even such people who have gone out of the body, who are not realized, who have not gone completely beyond body consciousness, just that they have ejected out of the body. Even they feel that this body is a shackle. And here one doesn't know that one thinks I am the body and whole identity comes from the body, and that is our ego. So one wants to preserve the body, pamper the body, give pleasure to the body, enjoy, and think that is the be and end all of life. Bhima means huge, and Bhima here is a symbol of the ego. Identified with the body, getting some specific powers, one feels I am invincible and big, huge ego. And one thinks that I only should be worshipped. Ego is like that. See, when we say worship, we may think that that Rakshasas like Hiranyaksha and this Bhima, they all may think that there is no God, I am the only God, and I should only be worshipped. No, I don't have any such feeling that I am God. I don't need to be worshipped and all. I don't have that type of an ego. But it's not about God only, it's about self glorification. Ego thrives on praise, ego thrives on only self glorification, and ego, that's why we feel hurt when somebody gives us a frank critical opinion. How can they say like this? And the higher positions one goes to, even small things, if somebody disagrees a little bit, then one takes offense. If somebody gives some feedback saying that this could be done differently or this may not work, starts taking offense. Because sometimes ego is very high. So the idea is what? Bhima is that ego, and in that ego, when ego comes, God is out, goodness is out. Acronym of ego is that edging goodness out, edging God out. First goodness goes, then God goes. One can even say first God goes in the sense that one has forgotten Bhagwan, and then so goodness will also go. One becomes highly selfish, very insensitive to others, only bother about I, me, and mine, my enjoyment, my comfort, my pleasure. I don't care about anyone else. So, to varying degrees, the ego will play. That is Bhima. The only altar at which ego surrenders is love. And so, bhaktas, when they have love for Bhagwan, that the best altar to surrender is devotion is Bhagwan. Bhakti is the way to completely destroy the ego. And so, one has to invoke Bhagwan. This king, he was put in the jail. Again, he did not lose faith in Bhagwan. He didn't say that I am devotee of Shiva and I lost in the battle and then I am now in the jail. What is the use of all my devotion? That is another learning. In adversity, the devotee's faith will strengthen. It will flourish. It will not get destroyed. It will become deeper. Prahlad ji did not complain that I am taking Bhagwan's name and my own father is trying to kill me. So like that, the devotee Shraddha will keep increasing more and more. And one does one's duty, Bhagwan will take care of the rest. So various learnings from this. Now these are two different places, one in Maharashtra, one in Assam, and now Bhimashankar. There is a third opinion that Bhimashankar is in Uttarakhand, Nainital district, Ujjanak. There is a place called Ujjanak where there is a big Shiva temple, and some people say that Jyotirling, that Shivlinga there is the Jyotirling, Bhimashankar Jyotirlinga. Now the background of this has not been mentioned, but these are three places. As per Shiva Purana, the belief is it is in Assam, this Brahmarup mountain. So in the story, I said this Sahya mountain may be there, but Sahya mountain need not be there. Brahmarup mountain is there actually. Sahya is mountain is where this Bhima Sura was staying with Karkati, sorry. Then he gets the powers, etc., and then he controls the Devaloka. Then he fights this king Sudakshina in Kamarupa. There, the uh, king is get destroyed, gets defeated, etc. So that's a different place. That is the Brahmapuri mountain range where Bhagwan is. So maybe he put the king in some place in Brahmapuri mountain, imprisoned him there, etc. So now this is the story, and we will meditate on the form of Bhagwan Shiva and chant the mantra Om Namah Shivaya.